Have you ever wondered what the most expensive card is from every single Sword and Shield set? Well, today I'm going to be answering that for you by going through every single Sword and Shield set and giving you the 3 most expensive cards from each of them. So let's jump straight in. So here we are then, top 3 most expensive cards from every Sword and Shield set. Now I have done a part 1 I guess to this, where I did Scarlet and Violet, and as I said in that video, I quite would like to do this for all the generations in the past. So yeah, this is obviously part 2, going backwards in order, but let's jump straight into it. I do have a new system though, because I tried something last time, and people were annoyed at it, so they obviously were annoyed that I was using dollars rather than, because I just couldn't find a good way to use British pounds. But we're going to find the list on Card Market for UK prices, as in the tier list for what the set order is, and then we're going to check eBay for last sold. So that's the new system, and they're obviously the same rules last time, no promos, just yeah, this is the new system. So let's jump straight in. So here we go then, jumping straight into Sword and Shield base set. We're starting off with the Zamazenta Gold for £14. You can tell that the prices in some of these are going to be quite different from the from Scarlet and Violet. I feel like the lowers are a lot low on this on Sword and Shield in general, to be honest with you. But there we go, going with that one. And then we have the Snorlax VMAX for £26, and then topping off we have the Marnie Full Art for £28. Now I did actually make this whole entire presentation, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, a month ago or so, yeah, probably a month ago, and other videos kept coming up, so I just had to put this aside. But this has changed so much since then. The Snorlax was more, and other ones have changed a lot as well, so it's quite funny to see how literally 1 month in between making the original one to actually doing it again, because obviously I wanted to check that I was still right, it changes so much. But it's, yeah, very, very surreal. Anyways, that is Sword and Shield base set, starting very low, the highest one's actually £28, so very, very low for Sword and Shield base set. Moving on to Rebel Clash, in 3rd place, we have Boss's Orders, the Rainbow Full Art though, for £20, so, you know, it's not too bad. And then we have Sonya for £24, and then we have Boss's Orders regular Full Art for £34, so again, they're all pretty damn cheap, to be honest with you. I mean, I know £34 is not to be sniffed at, but as most expensive cards go, it's not quite the same as it was in Scarlet and Violet. And then we're going into Darkness Ablaze, and in 3rd place we have the Rillaboom Gold Full Art for £9. £9, that is absolutely nothing. That is so cheap. And then we have the Butterfree VMAX, £14, absolutely nothing. And then for the Charizard VMAX, again, I'm constantly surprised by the market sometimes, because again, £16. £16! The most expensive card from Darkness Blaze is a Charizard. That is £16. That. Moving into Champions Path then, we come in at 3rd place with the Gardevoir VMAX Rainbow at £15. So that's just quick. I know I don't like going backwards, but look, £16 for the most expensive card, and that's a Charizard. And then 3rd place is this Rainbow VMAX Gardevoir for £15. It's just, sometimes you can't explain the market. But yeah, anyways, then we have this other with a Rainbow Charizard VMAX, which is a little bit more. That is £100. So yeah, and then we obviously have the Charizard V, the shiny, for £160. That's more like it. That's more like the sort of Charizard prices that we expect to be seeing here. But anyways, that is, you know, a significant step up from the rest of the other sets we've had so far. But then we have Vivid Voltage, and we have Nessa, this Rainbow Nessa, for £10. So pretty damn cheap, to be honest with you. And then we have the Pikachu Full Art, which I have this one, which is only £15. And then we have the Pikachu VMAX for £90. So, you know, the higher ones they're creeping up a bit more now. But yeah, this is obviously going to be a trend that kind of continues for the rest of it. But I mean, actually, I'm saying that there's a lot more of these, because obviously we haven't finished with Scarlet and Violet yet, so there's going to be more Sword and Shield sets because they're just done. So yeah, anyways, Shining Fates, this is obviously a big one. Shiny sets are always big ones. Well, to be fair, the lower ones are not big. Look at this, Galarian Ponyta, £8. Wow, there you go. And then we have this shiny Suicune for £10. The thing that I'm curious about is why it's these two. Yeah, Suicune I kind of get, because it's like, it's a legendary, but Galarian Ponyta, it just seems like such a niche pick to be the third most expensive out of all of them. And there probably is like, I don't even know, it just seemed, I don't know, seemed wrong. But then of course, to no surprise, we have the Charizard VMAX for £70 in this one, which is, you know, the shiny version of the past two, the rainbow and the normal one we just saw as well. So, there you go. But the rainbow one's actually more, which is kind of funny because normally people go like crazy over the shiny ones, but still not too shabby. And then we move on to Battle Styles, which actually was the first set to introduce the alt arts. So from here on, we will be seeing a bit of a price increase just in general, to be honest with you. So let's jump straight in by looking at the Empoleon V, just going for now £42, which is higher than most, significantly higher than most of the number one places in the rest of the set. So you can definitely tell there's a bit of a price increase, but gorgeous card, absolutely love that one. And then we have the Rapid Strike Urshifu for £57, and then of course in number one we have Sleepy Tyranitar for £123 on being the last sold. I recently sold one myself. I think I sold it for £130. I can't remember now, but this was, I'm going off last sold, okay, so clearly someone else paid for one after I sold mine, but you know, whatever goes. And then we have Chilling Rain, which this time is the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX for £70, which is like, it's a very nice card, but like Shadow Rider Calyrex isn't exactly, whoa, that came out like a rap song, Jesus. Like Shadow Rider Calyrex, yeah, anyways, it's not that massively popular Pokemon, so for £70, fair enough. And then we have, I want this one so bad, and the price has actually dropped. It's £100 now. When I had this made before, it was sat at £130, so fingers crossed I'll have this one day, because this is possibly my favourite. I'm not sure, I haven't looked at all of them. I think from this whole entire presentation is my favourite, but not, I haven't looked at like all of them in total, so I'll need to go through and have a look at all of them, but just, it's such a gorgeous card. And then we have in number one place, to no one's surprise, the Blaziken for £300. This has gone up since I made my last video, since I made the presentation, which is you know, big boy, but yeah, very very popular card. It's a pretty nice one, to be honest with you, so not surprised there. And then we go on to Evolving Skies. So Evolving Skies, are we gonna be surprised? I'm a pervert, I didn't even know. Leafeon VMAX in third place, which is like, can you just like chill out a little bit? Because like, I would like to have you, so can we just not be, you know, like £220? Like that would be so great if you just weren't. And then we have the Rayquaza, of course, coming in at £500. Boy, and then we have, of course, Mr. Moonbryon himself, coming in at £980 on the last sold from eBay. 1k for a raw card. I know I said this last time about the new Moonbryon, but wow. 1k on a raw card. Okay, let's move on. Celebrations! This is the only one where there are exceptions to my rules that I made at the start of the thing, because it was like impossible to find things otherwise. So we're starting off with the golden Pikachu coming in at £50, and then we have the stamped Charizard Holo for £83, and then we have the gold Charizard for £97. So obviously this one is breaking my rules, blah 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 blah. Do I care? No. So we're gonna just ignore that, but it was one exception. It was annoying to try and find the ones for other ones, but yeah. Anyways, moving on, Fusion Strike. Now I'm assuming everyone will probably know the big boy that's in the middle, because it's kind of like the main one everyone focuses on. But in third place we have the Mew VMAX for £130, which I had no idea this was so expensive. It's got like a little, it looks like it's got like a little Fortnite Battle Pass going on over there. I didn't even see that before. Funny. And then we have the Espeon VMAX as well, which I don't know why it isn't in Evolving Skies. I don't know, they were clearly like, oh damn, we've got about Espeon, and then just chucked them in here, which, fair enough. And then yeah, that comes in at £230, so £100 more than third place, which is insane. And then we have, of course, the Gengar VMAX coming in at £445 on the last sold, which is, I feel like this one just goes up and down all the time. Sometimes it's like 500, sometimes it goes down to 400. It just kind of bounces around. So this is kind of a good medium to be sat on right now for my video's sake. And then we have Brilliant Stars, which is actually such a gorgeous set. Coming in third place, we have the Arceus V, which is £47. So not that bad, to be honest with you, especially because I mean, it's expensive, but it's not as bad as like the ones we've just been looking at, to be honest with you. And then we have this Charizard V-Star, the rainbow one, coming in at £60, which is actually it's pretty expensive for what it is, to be honest with you. But of course, coming in at first place, we have the Charizard Alt Art at £220. It is a very, very gorgeous card, to be honest with you, so can't really argue with that. Then we move on to Astral Radiance, which I've never looked at the logo of it up close, but it's a pretty cool logo, to be honest with you. Anyways, third place, we have the Origin Form Palkia Alt Art, which is, you know, a really, really unique card, to be honest with you, but that is £37. And then we have the Garchomp Trainer Gallery, actually, coming in at £47. And then we have first place, we have the Machamp Alt Art, which is £115, which has actually gone up since I made my last, since I made edits on this, which is, you know, it's a really, really nice card, to be honest with you. I'd like to have this one at some point. Yeah, my appreciation for alt arts have, like, really gone up since making this video, because, yeah, I was never, like, I was much more of, like, an SIR person than alt arts, but, yeah, looking through all of these now, I'm like, okay, they're pretty good. Not that they weren't good, but you know what I mean. Anyways, going on to Pokemon Go, which is, you know, this one has a theme running through it. So let's see if you pick up on it. The very, you know, bright-eyed of you will pick up on this. We start off with the Mew V-Star Gold coming in at £14, so not too shabby. And then we have the Mewtwo, did I say Mewtwo All-Star Alt Art coming in at just £22. And then we have the Mewtwo V-Star Rainbow coming in at £41. So that one's a bit more expensive. But yeah, I wonder if anyone can pick up on any kind of theme here. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, moving on to Lost Origin, another really, really nice set. So we're starting off with the Rotom Alt Art coming in at £31. And then we have the Aerodactyl coming in at £80. I actually thought this was more expensive, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I just had it in my head that was more expensive. Not that it's not expensive, but just I thought it was like in the hundreds sort of like area. And then of course we have the big boy Giratina coming in at £460 on the last sold on that one. So that's another one that seems to be creeping up and up and up and up and up every single time I look at it. So yeah, big boy. Then we're coming on to Silver Tempest, which is, I feel like it was kind of like not very popular, but now I think it's growing in popularity a little bit more now. But we're starting off in third place with the Lugia V-Star Rainbow coming in at £31. So, you know, not too bad for a third place, but just for a rainbow and stuff like that as well. And then we have the Rayquaza Trainer Gallery, which is another really, really gorgeous one, at £74. So pretty big boy for a trainer gallery. And then of course we have the Lugia alt art coming in at £250, which again, I feel like the price has dropped on this one a bit, to be honest with you. I thought this used to be higher. I might be completely wrong, but I feel like this used to be higher, but all roughly the same. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking it in my head, but yeah, it's expensive either way. But then we come on to the final set of the Sword and Shield era, my favourite set. It just is, but yeah, and then obviously it's been having a bit more of a boom now, but it's been my favourite set for the whole time, so shush. We have, of course, another common theme running through this. So we're starting off with the Origin Form Palkia at £99 on the last sold. Don't know why someone put it up for 99, not just hundreds. Wow, okay. Anyways, then we go on to the Arceus, which I just sold recently. I saw my PSA 10. It was a sad and happy moment at the same time. Going for 130 raw, which is, you know, pretty big. And then of course in first place we have the Giratina going for £208 on the last sold. So yeah, another theme there, and they're all pretty gorgeous cards, so I can't really argue with that. Now, as I did last time, I think it would be fun to do some sort of little like fun facts I do on each of them. So the altogether price, if you were to buy every single most expensive card from each and every set, it would cost you £6,239, which is like, wow, that's a lot of money. So if you're prepared to do that, have fun. But then if you want to get the cheapest, most expensive cards and have a little bit of, you know, gloating power, then I would advise you go for Darkness Ablaze, because you'd only be spending £39, which is absolutely ridiculous because most third places are more expensive than that. So yeah, cheapest one's there. And obviously for the most expensive, we are obviously going to have Evolving Skies, which comes to a very satisfying 1,700 on the dot. So yeah, very satisfying. But anyone surprised? No. So that was obviously going to be like that. And then we have the rankings, which obviously is going to be new for this one, but it's going to be more and more added to it each time. So in second place we have Sword and Shield, and then in first place we have Scarlet and Violet. See, the total amount is more expensive in Scarlet and Violet. And then I thought as well, let's carry on with what I did in the last time on how expensive is my taste, because, you know, it's kind of funny to see like what my top 3 that I would pick are and how expensive that would end up being. So in third place we have this Tyranitar, which I don't know, like I literally bought it for resale, and then I was like looking at it going like, oh, I really want it, but I was like, no, I bought it for resale. But there you go, that's my third pick. And then of course we have the Leafeon. I can't not have my Leafeon in there because I really want that card one day. And then, like I said on the video earlier, the Galarian Moltres I think is might be my favourite all art altogether, but definitely my favourite from this little video. And then altogether I'd be spending £443 on those 3 cards. So, you know, the budget might have to wait a little bit. And there you have it. That is the most expensive cards from every single Sword and Shield set. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what your favourites were, or if there were any surprises or anything like that, because there were definitely a few surprises for me on some of those prices. And yeah, also if you want to do the same little game and like how expensive are your taste, then obviously do it in the comments down below as well, because I feel like it'd be kind of fun to be able to like see what everyone else has as their top 3 and how expensive it would be if they had to go and buy it all. Obviously all the prices are on screen already like that, so you don't have to like go and dig around and find it. But it was still very fun to make, so make sure to also let me know if you like this and you want me to do like the rest of them as well, because yeah, like I said, it's quite fun to do, so it's quite nice content to do as well, a bit different from all the openings, stuff like that. But for now, make sure to, as always, like, subscribe, share around, all that good stuff. Thank you so much to PokeSwamper and TechPunk Ash for being greatest Slab team members of my YouTube channel, and yeah, very grateful for that. Obviously this video was meant to be me going to EUIC to do a vlog, but unfortunately I was a little bit too unwell to go, so I was very annoyed at that. But things happen, so unfortunately there's going to be no vlog for that, in case you're thinking like, huh, what's going on here. So yeah, unfortunately that's not going to be happening, but I am going to be when this comes out, I did my Whatnot stream last night, and I'm going to try and do some more Whatnot streams coming up and everything like that. So make sure to check all the links down below. All my social medias are down below, including my Whatnot. So yeah, make sure to go and check those down below. And for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!